Let me tell you about two tigers. The first one is a zoo tiger. So this tiger has grown up in a zoo. He's never had to face any predators. He has the same schedule. He knows when he's getting the food. He's always getting fed. And he really doesn't have to worry about anything. He's just existing and things are just happening to him. Now contrast this to a jungle tiger. Jungle tiger has grown up in jungle. So he's always had to worry about facing predators and facing death every day. There's a lot of uncertainty. He doesn't know where he's going to sleep tomorrow. He always has to hunt for his own food because he's not being fed. And if he doesn't get the hunt, he will have to go hungry today. Obviously, the life of this tiger is very different because there's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of danger, and at any moment he can get killed. So he has to be very vigilant. Now, besides the obvious, what do you think is the biggest difference between these two tigers? What I'm going to propose is that the biggest difference is that you can take the jungle tiger and you can put him in a zoo, and even though he's going to be very bored and might get depressed, he can survive in a zoo. But if you take the zoo tiger and you put him in a jungle, he will not survive long because the zoo tiger hasn't developed the skills to be on his own. He doesn't know how to hunt his own food. He doesn't know how to protect himself from the predators because all his life he's relied on someone else to give him food, to give him protection, to give him safety. So he just doesn't know how to handle all this and he'll die very soon. So is it better to be a zoo tiger or a jungle tiger? Now some people might raise the counter argument saying that actually being a zoo tiger is better because yeah, maybe as a zoo tiger your life is not the most exciting and it's the same every day, but at least you don't have to worry about predators trying to kill you and you don't have to worry about going hungry. But what is really important is that this zoo tiger's safety is just an illusion because the zoo that he's in, the owner might decide to sell the zoo. The zoo might burn down. He might sell the tiger or he might put him to sleep. The zoo tiger is completely reliant on the zoo and on the owners of the zoo. He's not in control of his own destiny. So even the biggest argument for being a zoo tiger is just an illusion and it's not valid. Now, what does this have to do with dating? If you've been in a long-term relationship that's gone badly, you know how dangerous it is to be a zoo tiger. Things are not going good and you're not having fun in the relationship and you want to leave the relationship, but you just don't know how. You know that if you leave the relationship, you have no skills on how to get dates or how to meet other women. So you have to be lonely for a very long period of time. You're afraid of the potential rejection. You're afraid of putting yourself out there. You don't want to face all this uncertainty. So it's always safer and it's always better to just stay in that comfortable relationship with someone who's giving you constant validation, constant attention. At least you don't have to be lonely. And the opposite can also happen. Maybe your girlfriend decides to break up with you. One day, she's like, hey, I'm leaving, and you're left speechless, you're left surprised, left with no skills on how to handle life on your own. Maybe you've been with this girl for 10, 15, or 20 years, and now you're back out there in the market, and you simply have no idea what you're doing. You have no idea how you can get girls attracted to you. You have no idea how to put yourself out there. You're scared of the rejection, and you're just scared to go out there doing nothing. That is a real danger, and that is the danger of being a zoo tiger. Now contrast this to being a jungle tiger in the terms of dating. This means that you've developed the skills of confidence, charisma, dating social skills, flirting abilities, the ability to go out there and face rejection, and the ability to put yourself in a position to meet women. You're not relying on any apps, any algorithms, or some special circumstances of the environment to make things happen for you because you create your own opportunities and you create your own destiny. You don't need to go to specific countries because your value is higher up there. You can go to any country you want, any region you want, and you can make things happen. You gain social freedom and romantic independence, and no amount of money can buy this. And if you're living your life like a zoo tiger, both in your professional life where you're getting the same paycheck from the same employer, or in your dating life where you've been in a relationship for a very long time and you just wouldn't know how to handle your situation if you've ever gone out in the jungle, then this is very dangerous because you'll never be free. You'll never have that complete freedom over your life because you'll always have to worry, well, what if my zoo burns down? Or what if I get kicked out of the zoo? And what I am suggesting is that you don't have to be a jungle tiger forever. You can sometimes enter a relationship, but you need to have the skills to handle yourself and to survive in the jungle because let's be honest, most relationships at some point they end. If you don't know how to create your own romantic opportunities, if you're relying on someone else to make things happen, then you'll always be worrying about what if this thing happens? What if I lose all these opportunities? And you'll always have to look over your shoulder. What if this happens? What if she leaves me? What if she finds someone better? And you'll always have to live with this fear. And living with this fear, it's very tiring, very miserable, and you'll never have that complete freedom. As a man, your biggest asset is your freedom. And if you're living like a zoo tiger and you don't have the ability to live like a jungle tiger, you will never have complete freedom. And if you don't have complete freedom over your dating life, then what's the point of all this? So right now, if you have recognized that you are a zoo tiger and you don't have the skills to be a jungle tiger, or right now you're already in the jungle and you don't have the skills to survive, then you need to work on your abilities to become a fearless jungle tiger that can make his own opportunities come true. And if you want to learn how to be a jungle tiger, how to create your own dating opportunities, how to go and meet women whenever you go in any country, any situation, not rely on any particular zoo, not rely on any particular apps, rely on any particular circumstances. And if you're motivated to go outside your comfort zone, then you and me, we can talk on how to make things happen. You can book a completely free dating diagnostic call below, and we'll talk about how this journey might look like for you, what you need to do, how much you'll need to do, and what exact action steps you will need to take going from zoo tiger to a jungle tiger. The link is down in the description.